said he's tried everything to get this car to launch. It's supposed to be a supercar, but it's useless on a drag strip, he says. But anyway, what he should have done was bought the 69 version that he normally runs, but decided to haul this out of the garage instead, just to mix things up, but he certainly mixed it up alright. Anyway, he's down in with a 930, and Ollie looking for an 885. Ollie is currently number 4 qualifier, and he has some 16 drivers for American Superstock the finals, and Aaron Roddy right on the bubble, number 16. But let's see how he gets on. He's got himself a benchmark figure 930, stays on the right side, 947 with a 5, and Ollie stays on the right side too, 9.10 on the 885 dial. Of course, currently leading the Caster qualifiers is Boss with the Dodge Coronet, Spooter 660, with that near bang on perfect 675 on a 675 dial. That was just 0.009 of a second off that dial in time, so absolutely cracking stuff. Second place is Horse Mail with the Chevelle, and third is James Ellis. So certainly our visitors from down south are mixing it up for us, which is hard to see really. So next up will be Nick Gumbert with his 5.7 litre Ford Mustang, up against Lynn Dunford with the Chevy Nova. Lynn's looking for a 683, but it's going to be ridiculous to Lynn runs 694 on a 683, and another perfect run for Nick Gumbert. He runs 8048 on an 804 dial. So that's going to put him provisionally number 2 in our cast of 16 drivers so far. So he's going to be shaking the pack up around as he's elevating himself up from 13th place. So number 8 Lee Charles with the Plymouth Valiant down lane, looking for 639, and Jared Heathcote with the Bloody Nora Nova looking for a 795. He knows he can do this. He ran the previous round. Jared runs 804 with a 6 on an 795, and 637 on a 639 dial from Lee Charles. But Jared Heathcote, the reaction time going to 000 with 2 5s attached to it. And he's bang on perfect some reaction times there. So certainly our American Superstock drivers are really turning the tide. So there's our number 1 provisional qualifier. Boss with the 660 Dodge Coronet in the left-hand lane, taking on our series leader Craig Elliott with the Prince Savoy. He's looking for a 722, Boss looking for a 672. Where's Craig in that? Try and get that as close to that 72 as he can. And brakes out 7.185 at 99 miles an hour. And for a Boss runs a 680 with a 5 at 672. So that's not going to help Craig. The shuffle, left, right and centre, see Craig Street, side run pickup, 747, Bill Kenyon with the 72 Duster, he's looking for a big so it's going to be the yellow. Duster is going to receive the tree first, but only just 0.7 of a second on that all-important countdown. And then Grace is going to try and get her into place to that 747. Turning the tyres on the Duster as the Cyclone comes motoring by to a 750 on that 747 dial. And 835 and 820, so both staying on the right side, and both will elevate themselves up into the top portion, the top 8 of our Caster 16 qualifiers. So Chris Cundale, and so is Watts, are steeping drag racing history, not just over here in the UK, but over in the States as well. For the smell of the watching these drivers, it's good stuff between these two. This is going to also be really good for our round area. And you can see the stuff there, Spencer, Philippines, Speed, Automotive, for the starting the 680, but all getting a little bit wayward at the 330, shuts down to 773, and for Chris at 690 at 109 miles an hour. So that will move the Chris up to about by about one place by the look of it, and we see James Ellis with his Chevy Chevelle coming on the 3 qualifying and up against Tyler Smith. Also our current leader in the points race with Craig Williams on the same amount of points, 299 with the Ford Mustang GT, 730. James at 738. Tyler is currently middle order of the qualification pack at the moment. Previously ran a 7:43, they've dropped it down the dialing time to a 7:38. How close can they get their ETs? Points on the action times for both those two, and JS breaks out to a 7.1 to a 7:38, and Tyler stays on the right side, 7:37 on a 7:30 dial. So these are possibly our final 2 entries in American Superstock. Dave Billadou with the all fired up Duster down there in the knockdown lane, taking on Mark really got to get the ball to here this weekend at the National Street Car Challenge. There's all parts of drag racing here at Melbourne, and let's have a look to where Mark is middle order, the pack number 11 so far with that Stone Street 100, and for Mark 7 foot well and truly planted to the pause and breaks out again.